I made a very delicious chinchin last Christmas. Hello, my beautiful subscribers, new subscribers, returning subscribers, those that are yet to subscribe. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching from and when you're seeing this video. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year! It's your girl Neche, and I'm in my corner today. When I said I made a very delicious chinchin, I mean a very delicious chinchin. Very sumptuous. So let me show you the process of making this chinchin and this ingredient and the ingredients that I used. I used flour, margarines, granulated sugar, milk, powder and liquid milk, Hollandia evap in particular. I used baking powder, nutmeg, and vanilla flavor. I think I didn't show the vanilla flavor in this video, but yes, I used vanilla flavor. The liquid one, please pardon me, I'm not a baker. I might not be using the exact terms or words for a particular ingredient, but I just hope you understand. First of all, I sifted the flour. I didn't want to sift the flour in the first place, but when I touched it, I found out that it had some particles inside, so I had to sift the flour. I sifted the flour and then I went in with the sugar, the milk powder, then the margarine. I was kind of generous with the margarine because I didn't want it too crunchy. You know, it was at the peak of the Hamatan. I didn't want it too crunchy because it was for kids. So I was generous with the margarine. When I added the first batch, I mixed it, and then I found out that it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't as much as I wanted it, so I had to go in with another batch. I'm sorry I didn't measure these ingredients. I was just going as the spirit leads. You know, when you're a good cook, you're a good cook. Duh. So first, okay, the quantity of flour I used for this particular chinchin was a half pint or half pinter of flour. That's that yellow custard, the half, the big tomato, that the biggest tomato, tin tomato size. Yeah, that was the quantity I used. Then after adding the butter, I went in with the liquid milk. As you can see, I have my kids and my nephew and niece around, so they were all there watching and disturbing at the same time. If I release the audio of this video, the main audio, it was so chaotic. They were really disturbing me. So my baby boy, the baby of the house, was also there to help mommy in the kitchen. So I think I was still going in. Okay, I went in with the egg. After the butter, I went in with the egg. After the egg, then I went in with the milk, then water till I got the consistency of the dough that I wanted. So you have to be very careful so that the dough will not be sticky. It will not be sticky on your hand, because when it's sticky, it will be very difficult to roll out. It will be sticking on the surface that you're rolling on, and it will also be sticking on the surface, on the object you're rolling with. So you just have to be careful with the water, and also be careful not to make a very hard dough. So this is my boss, the boss of the house, the baby of the house, drinking the milk that was meant for making chinchin. Oh, joy. So yeah, I forgot something. I was supposed to go in with the baking powder while I was adding the sugar and the other powdered ingredients. But guys, because of the disturbance from these kids, I totally forgot. It was after I've already mixed all the ingredients, already formed my dough, that I remember that I didn't add the baking powder. What? So I had to add it at the end. Still, I kept mixing and mixing and mixing. At the point, I was scared I was going to overwork the dough, but thank God it's not a dough for meat pie, because I don't know what it would have really looks like. But for the chin chin dough, you can hardly overwork it. I don't think you can overwork the dough. So I added the baking powder last and mixed it again. So guys, I hope this video was useful. Okay, then after mixing, you roll it out. I left it for some time. I left it for about an hour for all the ingredients, to come together, to penetrate inside each other, to mix, to form a community. So I just left it for an hour. I don't know why they do that, but I just did it. I think it was the reasons I just mentioned. All right, so I left it for an hour, then rolled it out. I thought I had the picture, or rather the video, where we were rolling out the dough and cutting it into pieces, but I searched and searched and searched, and lo and behold, I did not record that particular scene. The reason why I said this, it'd be like say this content creation of a thing is not for everybody, but we'll keep trying. This social media money, we must make them this year. So I think that this was the point that I remember that I didn't put the baking powder and I added it last, and I kept mixing and I kept mixing and I kept mixing. Hey, I thought it wasn't going to come out nice, but honestly, if you were not told that I didn't put the baking powder at the initial stage, you wouldn't have known. But guys, when you're making your own, just make sure you put it while putting other powdered ingredients to avoid this tedious work that I just caused myself. So after cutting, the next thing was to fry. So I used king's oil. I was a bit stingy with the oil because of the price of oil in the market. That's why I had to fry the chinchin little by little until I was done, and I made sure my oil was enough. So for the water part, while adding the water, I forgot something. If you can afford to buy that Hollandia evap, like 2, 3, or maybe 4, then you have no need to use water at all. I used to do it that way until Igwe change it. So I couldn't afford to buy that much. I just like the flavor that Hollandia Evap gives to the chinchin, the flavor and the taste it gives. That's why I love it and I choose it anytime, any day. So this is the end result. So delicious. I'm sure you would love it. So why not try this and let me know? Honestly, I tell you, you will love it and your kids will love it too. Could you imagine that? I had to fry this at midnight because the first batch, second batch, and third batch that I fried were all eating immediately. They finished it immediately. It's coming out from the fire. They on the fan, let it get cold a bit, then they finish it. Even this little one that you're seeing right now, this little one, did not even allow anybody take one. We had to trick him to allow his siblings eat with him. So, guys, this method is, I think, it's my best method. It's my best method. And I'll say the secret ingredient, my own secret ingredient, is just the Hollandia evap and the nutmeg. Why don't you try it? And what you think? Bye for now, and thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, support your girl. Let's take it to 200, guys. Bye. See you in my next video. Bye. Quick one, guys. How much did you think I spent to make this, and how much do you think I would have bought it from a commercial chinchin maker or a baker? Do let me know in the comment section.